Welcome, namaste, dear listeners. This is the IWA channel, Astro In with Abhi, Oneness in Astrology and Spirituality, bringing in awareness by Abhi. Thank you so much for all your positive feedback. Thank you so much for your questions. And just like all the other podcasts, I'm going to answer just one question per podcast. Now, I am working in a bit of a backlog. I have a lot of questions which I'm pulling out of my WhatsApp, and there are a lot of common questions which have come from the Ashto Inudabi channel, live channel on TikTok. Now, yes, a lot of my questions that I do answer, they are coming from a mixture of astrology, and the background of astrology, numerology, immunology, but fundamentally it's all awareness. It's awareness, probably. It's based on my awareness, and what that means is on my current state of awareness, based on various practices, I'm seeing as I'm seeing, or knowing as I'm knowing, based on my current state of consciousness. So, the first question which I'm going to answer for today on this podcast, which have come in so many times, I think in a month this question is asked at least twice minimum. So, I'm going to answer this. I have answered this in my live sessions. I have even written on this here on Awareness Barbie. So if you are on my Facebook page, you will find this content there. But guess what? I'm finding on the podcast on Spotify. So you can also share this with whomever you think that would benefit from such a session. Now the question is, Abhi, when will I find my soulmate? Now, a lot of you would listening to this here, um, you know, you would also think or try and remember how many times you have asked me this year. Especially if you are with me for at least a minimum a year, you'd have definitely asked me this question at least once. So, look, if you go on Google, you will find various. Look, I haven't really been on Google to see this, but you will find various, you know, explanations of soulmates, what they are. Now, as I said earlier on the podcast, it's awareness by Abhi. We got to understand what a soulmate is first. What is a soulmate? Because the question is, Abhi, when will I find my soulmate? If you understand the meaning of a soulmate, you won't ask that question. It's because you have a built up image of what a soulmate is, or you heard people asking or talking about soulmates, and then you ask a question without understanding what a soulmate is. And most human beings don't understand what a soulmate is. A soulmate is your teacher, your mother, your father, your boyfriend, your first boyfriend, your second boyfriend, your third boyfriend, your first girlfriend, your second girlfriend, your brother, your sister, your neighbor, your best friend, your second best friend, the people at your work. Soulmates are people that come into your life and they share experiences with you that will help you to shift consciousness. For example, soulmates are the ones that come into your life to teach you lessons. The soulmates are the ones that teach you the very hard lessons. Hopefully, you would acknowledge them. The soulmates are the ones that leave that kind of stain on you, where you become too afraid of repeating the same thing because that pain is built in you. Soulmates come to pull a carpet out of, to pull the carpet off your feet. They come to shake your world a bit. Why? To get out of your comfort zone. They are also people that come into your world for a brief moment, and that brief moment you will always remember because of certain thing that they said or a certain behavioral trait which you have paid attention to, which you have applied in your life, and now you have achieved some kind of success. or it could be a person that have come into your life where you felt very comfortable with them, and thus you know the feeling of or the benefit of having such comfort. Soulmates are there to share light with you. Your soulmates are pretty much everybody that you come onto one-on-one contact with in your life. But from an overview, the ones that you do remember are the ones that create an imprint in you. So what the question should be is, Abi, when will I find my life partner? Now, such a question I will answer on my next podcast. So, guys, dear listeners, please understand that soulmates are here to teach you a lesson, or they give you a lesson to take. It's your job to take that lesson, or it's your job to take that experience, use it, and create something good out of it. Jai Shri Ram. Thank you very much. Goodbye.